Hi, we're Bill and Jennifer Kraft with Marriage Maintenance, and we are in Annapolis, Maryland right now to celebrate 29 years of marriage. It's almost our 29th wedding anniversary. It will be in a couple days, but we decided to take the weekend and just come down here to Annapolis and enjoy it and just celebrate. So what we did, we took and made a list of 29 things that we learned, lessons that we've learned in 29 years of marriage. They're not in any particular order. There's just 29 things we came up with and wrote down, and we wanted to share them with you.
Yeah, so the first one is dominate the listening in every conversation. So we need to listen more than we talk.
That's right. Yep. The second one is instead of you should do this or that, maybe we say something like, have you considered? Because no one likes to be should on.
I'm glad you clarified that. Number 3, have intentional times of checking on each other's hearts. So things like, how's your heart today? Is there anything I can do to make your day better?
Yeah.
Anything that we need to talk about?
Right. How can I pray for you?
Yeah,
that
that's
kind
good.
of stuff. Here's the next 3 things are going to be number 4, 5, and 6 is going to be what we call our top 3 marriage keys. The first one is communicate. Healthy communication in our relationship is like oxygen to our lungs. We need it to survive and to thrive. So we have to have good, healthy communication.
Absolutely. And then be quick to forgive. Forgiveness is about my heart.
That's right.
So I need to be quick to forgive.
Amen. And the third one, which is our number 6 on this list, is remember you have each other's best interest at heart because we're a team. We're a partnership. We're Team Kraft.
That's right. Number 7, say I love you every day and cherish each other.
That's
Prefer one another. We have to consider one another in what we're saying and what we're doing, where we're going. We prefer one another. Show interest.
Yep, absolutely. The number 8 on the list here then is honor and respect each other's opinions by validating what they have to say. So we want to listen, like we said earlier with communication, we want to listen and listen patiently and understand what each other's saying.
And even if we can't exactly relate to what we're trying to say to one another, there's something about validating, hey, I hear you, I may not be able to understand exactly what you're saying, but I'm empathizing, I'm coming alongside you.
That's right.
So the next one, number 9, is we have to learn how to have healthy conflict resolution because we're different people with different ideas, different opinions. We don't agree on everything all the time, and how we handle conflict will directly impact the relationship.
You want to do number 10?
Sure. So only Jesus can meet our deepest needs of identity, purpose, security, and acceptance. I can't expect Bill to meet those needs because that's setting him up for failure. It's an unrealistic expectation, and then I'm setting myself up to be frustrated. So only Jesus can meet those needs.
So number 11 is to focus on the friendship and have fun together, and that's important. We want to enjoy time with each other. We want to try new things. We just got done saying here earlier today at lunchtime, we like each other. Isn't it awesome that we still, after all these years, we like each other. We don't just love each other. We enjoy spending time together, and we like having fun.
Yeah, we look for new ways to have fun. We have to get creative and try new things.
That's right.
So, number 12, never stop dating each other and pursuing each other's hearts.
That's right. Number 13, prioritize the marriage.
Yeah.
Set healthy boundaries for your marriage. It's what we call the law of priority. Our marriage relationship is our number 1 relationship here on the earth, next to, of course, our relationship with God.
Number 14, pray together for each other, for your marriage, and for your family.
Yeah, so
there's nothing like covering your spouse in prayer. I mean, that you want to talk about cherishing?
Yeah, and intimacy. That's an intimate thing when we do that with each other. Number 15 is seek friendships with other couples who value and prioritize marriage. We want to be with like-minded people.
Yeah, because what did we tell our kids when they were little?
Yeah.
You become who you hang out
That's
with. So
exactly
if you want
right.
a strong marriage, you want to make sure that your closest confidants also prioritize marriage.
That's right.
Number 16, have 1 to 2 marriage mentor couples who speak into your lives. Like we have a few couples that older than us who are further along in life, and their kids are older and they've been through more. So we go to them and share things and get ideas and seek wisdom.
That's right. Number 17, this is a simple one. Extend grace to one another. That's so important. I want grace from other people. Well, if I want it, I better extend it also.
And you know what? If we're made in the image of God and God extends grace to us, we need to do that to each other.
So good.
18, empathize with each other. And this kind of goes back to what we've already said. We may not be able to fully understand what one another may be going through, but for me to say, hey, I'm right here, and we're going to walk through this together.
So important. Make time for sexual intimacy. It's like communion. We do this in remembrance of our covenant with God. It's truly an important thing in our relationship.
Absolutely.
We've got to make time for it, and we've got to talk about it.
Yes, it's a very important topic of conversation.
Amen.
Number 20, have regular and intentional conversations about areas that you want to grow and strengthen in your marriage. So what does that look like? We read biblical resources on topics that we want to improve. We attend marriage enrichment classes. We seek marriage coaching. We do what we need to do to grow together and not stay stuck.
That's right. We also do something called a vision retreat. We try to do that at least once a year, where we take a couple topics and we just say, we're going to go away. Maybe we really like to go to the beach and look at the waves and listen to the beautiful sounds at the beach. It's just fun. And we just spend time talking about a couple different topics of what do we want to do better, what do we want to cast vision for our family.
And we seek the Lord and pray together about those things.
Absolutely. So number 21, be intentional about working on your individual well-being.
This is so good.
Get with Jesus daily so that the Word can transform you from the inside out. The well-being of marriage is directly impacted by the individual well-being of the husband and the wife who make up that marriage. We've got to make sure we are as healthy as individuals as we can be, so that when we come together, then we have a healthy marriage.
That is so true. So true. Number 22, if there is no time for us, then it's time to have a heart-to-heart about reprioritizing and laying down some things temporarily for a season or permanently. If there's no us time, then something's got to change.
We're too busy.
We're too busy.
Number 23, sacrifice for each other. What will I give up for you or for us? I might have to give something up or give up time with some other activity or other people for us.
Absolutely. And then number 24, this one is so good. Establish a budget. Everybody has to have a budget and then stick to it. We have to establish the budget together, communicate about it, stick to it together.
Absolutely. That's a key. 25, agree on a shared place of worship, to build and share your faith together and connect together with like-minded believers. It's important.
Very important, and it grows us spiritually, it grows us emotionally together, intimately together. I mean, there's nothing like communing with God together. That's true intimacy. Number 26, serve others together. You look for a place to give back to other people. You can look in your community, you can serve in your church, volunteer somewhere, but when we get our mind off of ourselves and we start looking to serve others, that's most when we're like Christ. And you get your eyes off yourself and get it on to serve, and that's going to grow us as a couple.
It's exactly right. We've seen that. We've experienced it. Number 27, read at least one faith-based marriage relationship enrichment book together per year. We do that, and we've grown. We've got even past one per year. We're doing several a year, and it's awesome. We sit down literally with the book, and we read it to each other. We'll read some, maybe I'll read, and then we'll spend some time talking about what we read, or vice versa. And especially when we're in the car, because I usually do the driving, it's better that I don't read, and I let Jen read, and then we can talk about it.
It's better that you don't read and drive, and it's probably better that I don't drive. That could be a whole nother video. So 28. Number 28, establish and cultivate trust between each other. You say what you mean, and you mean what you say, but always done in love. Say what you mean and mean what you say, but say it in love. Trust
is like a bucket of water. I mean, you fill up a bucket of water one drop at a time, and if that bucket tips over, out goes all the water. Well, that's like the trust. The trust tips over and it's all spilled out. Well,
when it's broken.
When trust is broken, what do? We set the bucket back up and we start slowly refilling the bucket one drop at a time to rebuild trust. Trust can be violated, trust can be broken, but it's important for a relationship. It's so key to have trust with one another, but it can be rebuilt.
That's what we call, like, trust is vital for that, what we call the law of purity, where you're naked and unashamed in your marriage, and this is our safe place. We can talk about anything and everything, the good things, the bad things, the tough things, and you do have challenges and things in marriage. But working on trust, we can work through those challenges together.
That's right. And the final one,
Yep.
number 29, remember 29 years of marriage, so this is our list of 29 things. The last one is communicate your expectations, because uncommunicated expectations are unrealistic expectations. We've got to tell each other. We can't read each other's minds. We haven't figured out how to do that in 29 years. Maybe in the next 29 years we'll figure out how to read each other's minds, but I doubt it. But we've got to communicate our expectations.
So there you go. That's 29 lessons that we have learned. I'm sure there's probably more, but that's what we came up with. So happy 29 years to us.
And remember this, we give Marriage Matters priority because
Marriage matters.